Kemper, Profiler, Tones and Talks. Episode, I think, if we count again, it's number 18. And with us today, again, is Mr. Thomas Dill. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Hi, Tom.
Good. I've been moving things around here a little bit, so the camera is different and some other lights and some more things to come, hopefully. But nevertheless, let's just dive right into this. Let me throw that rig at you season. Yes, we're still in that one. After we got through all the NAM and post-NAM shenanigans, you have prepared something very special, very interesting, and I'm very curious to hear what you came up with, because you have been doing some research. Please let us know. What did you do?
Yeah, it's because of our last two episodes where we talked about the guitar in 2024 and about bread and butter sounds versus lush effect sounds. Do we need unique tones or do we need more standard guitar tones? And I said that we need more unique tones, and especially in pop music. And you said you talked to Rod Castro, is his name? Yeah,
the guitar. Rod Castro, right.
Rod Castro. He lives in LA, he works in LA, and he works with all the pop artists. So, and he said that he only needs bread and butter stuff. So, I thought, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So, as the typical German, we did some great research into the Spotify top 50 from USA, Great Britain and Germany. I did that at the weekend. They are nearly same songs.
All right.
Some. You have German songs in Germany, of course, and some more country songs, country artists in the US, and but there are some similar songs. And what is interesting is that everybody says, guitar is dead. Nobody needs guitars. That's totally not true.
And that's also we can back that up with evidence, because if you have watched one of the latest Rick Beato videos, he came up with some research from a company, I don't recall the name now, where they look at what kind of instruments and what kind of styles are most popular over the last couple of years. And the trend right now is that hip hop and rap is slightly, not drastically, but slightly on a decline. Pop and rock music pop, country and rock are on the rise, and the guitar is also on the rise again in terms of instruments that you hear in popular music these days.
You will see the results in a few seconds.
Right, and that's why I'm really curious about what you came up with.
Okay, so let me share the screen. And here is a screenshot from the top 50 USA from last Sunday, so 25th of February. Just the first 11. And as you can see on the arrows, here are the songs with guitars. So it's 7 songs with guitars and 4 songs only without guitars. And we have Texas Hold'em from Beyoncé, acoustic guitar, banjo. Beautiful Things is a typical guitar song with electric clean guitars and some reverb stuff, reverb sounds in there. Stick Season is acoustic guitar and also banjo. And Saturn from Ziza has really great space guitar sounds in there. So a little bit of a great slide melody with much reverb on it. Maybe we talk about that in another episode. I like that sound very much. Then I remember everything, also acoustic guitar, clean guitar, slide, high slide sounds, maybe pedal steel with much reverb on it. La Diabla is a Latin style song with two 12-string acoustic, I think. And then the number 11, today it's number 10, and he's also in the German and Great Britain charts, Teddy Swims, Lose Control, which is absolutely unique because in that song there is a guitar solo. This is, I think, the first chart song with a guitar solo, and it's an absolutely great guitar solo. So, and this is the song I'd like to talk about, or the sound I'd like to talk about. It's a 6/8 R&B style, soul style song with piano and some backbeat guitar with spring reverb, and it's 4 chords, 5 chords. Oh, 4 chords. F sharp minor, A, D, then C sharp sus4, and C sharp. That's the chords. And 6/8 time signature. And the parts or the sounds are really, let's say standard, but with a little bit of twist. So in the rhythm guitar, there's this typical backbeat guitar sound. So this. I think they play it in a higher range, so here. And so on. And it's the guitar is in the chorus very, sits in the mix. But I think they did something, this little twist. I will show you the rig manager with the sound on it, that you can see what I was using. So I turn everything off. The amp is not the Marshall Black Sea, it's the value, it's my blue amp behind me. And the crunch channel, just a little bit of gain, near breakup. Crispy sounding, and the reverb, natural reverb, is just to imitate the recorded room. Then adding the spring reverb. This is the typical 60s. We talked in that Tones and Talks episodes very much about these backbeat spring reverb sound. It's what I took is just the standard preset of the Fender Spring. So Spring Fan is the preset. And the little twist on that is to add a tremolo. I don't know, when I've looked a little bit, when they played TV shows, they didn't have the tremolo on their guitar sounds, but I think I heard some fluttering after the 2 and the 4. So this is the tremolo. It's the rate is to 1/16th note, and it makes this one. So song tempo is 160, the 8 notes. dung, 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 dung. And I put that on 16th notes so that we have this rhythmic style tremolo on the reverb fade out. So don't turn it too much. If you turn the depth too high, it maybe is too much. So I put it on 2.4. So it's just a smooth reverb and a smooth movement from the effect after the spring reverb. So yeah, this is the basic rhythm tone. And for the lead tone, there's really something special. And they do two things. So on the recording, it's a fuzzy sound with a little bit, I think, of a wah, maybe from a plugin, I don't know. The guitar player who plays it on the live gigs, he doesn't use that really nearly to the original recorded sound guitar tone. So he has a normal guitar tone. But for me, when I heard the solo, this sound is incredible.
Okay.
So, and I tried to imitate that sound, and yeah, that's what it sounds like. I prepared some backing track, backing loop. So this is the solo sound. Minor pentatonic, fuzz, and a little bit of touch wah, and you're done. So yeah, I really love that solo. When I listened at the weekend, I said, okay,
Okay.
I need to do that. That's mine. And yeah, you should compare. If you have Spotify, compare it. They play. There is at Teddy Swim's Spotify channel. He has live recording and the studio recording from the album, and the guitar player plays the solo absolutely fantastic. On the live recording, it's double length, so they have 16 bars for the solo. Normally, it's 8 bars, and yeah, it's really great. But I think the sound is yeah, the top thing on that solo, and this cuts out in that recording. And yeah, I like it very much. And so here is my attempt to recreate that tone. And that was interesting. So when I heard that at home on the weekend, I said, okay, fuzz, maybe octave fuzz, no problem. We can do that. But I didn't get to that tone. I can show you now the signal chain. So it's wah-wah. The pure booster is just, I checked with the pure booster, but it's definitely not on. And the natural reverb and the spring reverb are the same as in the rhythm tone. And the amp is set at a little bit lower gain. So this is the amp sound. Nothing really distorted. When I turn on the fuzz, now we're getting closer. I turned the octave. This is interesting. When you turn the octave up, you get this octave sound. So listen to that. This sounds smooth and warm, and with the octave on, I put it at 7.1. You get this higher frequency range in the tone, and that's really nice. So definition is at 0, so a really warm tone. And to get this bitiness, I took a wah and a touch wah. And this adds this. So a little bit more liveliness in the tone, and manual is at 2.9, peak and range at nearly, let's say, 1 o'clock, and here a little bit more than 1 o'clock. The touch boost is very much turned up so that I don't have this difference between my tones. So I get more high frequencies. And it was interesting for me. This is really, which made the tone more, living, more natural, more talking. And that's what I missed at the sound when the guitar player, sorry for that, I don't know his name. I think it's the backing band, the same backing band that recorded the album, and he's on tour, especially he's on tour in March, and Europe too, Europe and America. So if you've like that music, go to this concert. I think it will be absolutely great, and a great band when you see them on YouTube. But that's what I was missing, this really talking, bitey tone on the live sound, and they nailed it at the recording. And it's that was what I was doing now, or what I'm doing now, is just the attempt to get a little bit close to that. So there is something that you need to do and need to add. But when somebody would ask me to play that song live, I would take this sound to get close to that tone, because I really think this is neat to play with that sound.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with that track, but I just found it here on Apple Music because I don't have Spotify.
Okay.
It's Lose Control from Teddy Swims, right?
Yes.
That's what you were talking about. Yeah, and I will do some research and try to find, some stuff we might be able to put into this video here, but we'll see if the Holy Madonna of copyright control on YouTube will be good to us. Yeah, but this is really interesting, because I will try to find all the things you just said and mentioned in that track, because, as I said, I haven't heard that track, and this is a cool version of Throw That Rig at Me, because now you threw that rig, your adaptation of this towards me, and I can check it out with the original and say yay or nay. Most probably, I'm sure I will say yay, because I said it once. I'm always so amazed by your meticulous and detailed look at these things, the tones, and how you then start to rebuild them. Don't not doing the obvious for me, obvious to crank up some gain. So you start with a clean amp and try to find the right pedal for the job to get your special character distortion there. And that brings me back to the point here, what we've been talking about, bread and butter versus exceptional and very special effects. And I must say, for a classic guitar player, that would be bread and butter.
Yeah.
Because you have, the spring reverb. So you have your Fender Twin amp, whatever, with the spring reverb. You have your fuzz pedal, a nice boutique fuzz pedal, most probably. And your wah, or a touch wah effect. And then you have your guitar and your fingers and your playing. And that's basically, I guess, it's bread and butter. And this would be possible with the player as well. Don't you think? No, the fuzz is not available with the player, but the big muff is. So
yeah, you could maybe take the muffin and wah-wah, yeah.
Or if you have seen the Ruben Rowe performance video, he just took one amp with the player and had his pedal board in front of it, and he had a similar fuzz which he used to go into the player. So there you have it as well. So yeah, at this point, this is another thing for try this at home, and try this, of course, with the head, the rack, the stage, and also with the player if you happen to have some pedals, and see how close you can get. And that's a nice nice lesson to learn, looking at the charts and see what's up there and what's, well, at least commercially relevant, so to say, and see where guitar is at these days in terms of the commercial stuff. There's, of course, everything else possible with any genre as well, but this is here where some money is made.
Yeah. And where the people listen to and ask to. So for all the top 40 musicians that need some some sounds or some songs, or need to play these songs, so it's cool to have guitars in the charts again, because I think Rick Beato did that a lot of times, to checking the top 10 on Spotify, and said, oh yeah, nice song, nice chord progression, but no guitars.
Yeah.
And I think it was a year ago, and I think that changed. So yeah, maybe we come up with some other stuff from the charts, because I really find that totally interesting to check out. And it's, for me, it's important as a musician to know what's in the charts, to know what's modern in that kind.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
We can't say it's modern, because that sound, the typical spring reverb backbeat sound, is from the 60s.
Yeah, that's a traditional sound. Yes, yeah. That's true. But I also wanted to see, because yesterday actually I was checking some Google stats for search requests and things like this, and I also found this interesting mention that the search for guitar amplification on Google is up 30% compared to the quarter before.
Oh,
so I found this very, very interesting and significant. Where did that come from? Maybe another thing that came from the Rick Beato information, that guitar is up, and so people are looking for you know, things that make the guitar sound, and that was pretty interesting. So here it is. Guitar is coming back. Well, it's never been away, but it's coming
Guitar
back
solo is coming
in
back.
in the mainstream, and the guitar solo is coming back
Yeah.
as well. And yeah, that's a good thing. So for all you guys who are owning a Kemper profiler or are looking into getting one, you're at the best place possible for being able to deliver anything relevant that's requested from producers out there or what your music needs. So go for it. And yeah, so if you don't have anything to add, maybe you do have.
One thing, I prepared the rigs with LMT tray. We can put that, or maybe when you see this episode, they are at the rig exchange. So if you like to try this solo, this great solo, with this sound, yeah, you can do that.
Cool. So you send them over to me, and whenever the episode is up, which is actually this Thursday, and today, this Thursday is the 29th then, and it will be up. Okay, cool. Well, thanks a lot, Thomas. That's an interesting approach, and we will do this more often, I'm sure. So thanks for now, and see you soon.